Hello friends, in this video we are going to study one of the very important library in Python, that is NumPy. So in previous video we have covered all the basics of Python, including how to declare variables, functions, conditional loops, etc. From this video we are going to start studying one important libraries of Python. So I suggest you first of all learn the Python basics and then move towards library. So links of those Python basics playlist I will give you in a description box. You must go and check out first and then move towards NumPy. So what is NumPy? NumPy is nothing but the Python library. NumPy stands for numerical Python. NumPy is a Python library which is used for working with arrays. Arrays are very frequently used in data science where speed and resources are very important. Now you will be thinking about what is data science. So data science is one of the important domain in IT industry. Data science is a branch of computer science where we study how to store, use, analyze data for deriving information from it. So the NumPy is more faster than Lisp. Also it is optimized to work with latest architecture. NumPy library is more faster. More faster means 50 times faster than Python Lisp. Python NumPy is an open source library where you can use freely, no need to purchase. NumPy library is created by Travis Oliphant. So NumPy library also contains the functions for working with linear algebra, Fourier transforms and matrices. So the main aim of NumPy library is just to perform some numerical operations in Python. So let's see how to perform this operation. So here I have written import NumPy as NP. First you have to import this library. If you are using command prompt, then you have to install this NumPy library first. For installing, just write a command pip install NumPy. But I am using Jupyter notebooks. No need to install here because in Jupyter notebooks NumPy is built-in library. So no need to install. So here we have written import NumPy as NP. NP is the alias. Alias are nothing but the alternate name for referring the same thing. So here for referring NumPy I am using NP. You can use any name here. But just make sure if you use here N, then here also you have to use N only. So here ARR is nothing but one variable. In this variable I am going to store this array. Array is one of the function which is present in NumPy. So np.array, and here I have passed this array. Here I am printing ARR. ARR variable contains this array and here I am printing this array. So here I have used list. List means a square bracket I have used. If you gone through my previous video, then you will come to know in tuple we use round bracket and in list we use square bracket. So here I have used a square bracket. That means here it is an array which consists of list. Here I have taken one more array, but here it is in the form of tuple because here we have used a round bracket. So similarly ARR is variable np.array. In this array I am going to store this array and here I am going to print it. I hope you understand how to print an array. To check the version of your NumPy, just you have to print np.__version__. This is used to print the current version of NumPy. Now to print a two-dimensional array, you just have to pass element in such a way. In first list I have passed 1, 2, 3. In second list I have passed 4, 5, 6. In this way I have printed two-dimensional array. To print a three-dimensional array, pass the list in the given sequence. One thing you can remember how to identify three-dimensional array and two-dimensional array is in two-dimensional array we use 2 square brackets and in three-dimensional array we use 3 square brackets. So this is 2-dimensional array and this is 3-dimensional array. Now to check the number of dimensions, you have to use ndim property. Ndim attribute returns how many dimensional the array it is. So ARR1 here I have stored one array, this one. So this is a 3-dimensional, that's why here it printed ndim, that is number of dimension is 3. If I want to make an addition of 2 array elements, so how can I do? I can just pass here the array index. Element which is present at array index 2 plus element which is present at array index 3, that I have to add. So always remember the array starts from 0th index position. So here at 0th index position we have 1, second index position we have 2, first index position we have 2, second index position we have 3 and fourth index position we have 4. So here at second index position we have 3 and at third index position we have 4. That's why 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. In this way we have made the addition of 2 array elements. How to access a specific array element? For accessing a specific array element, just you need to pass an index here. At 0th position I am having 1, that's why it printed 1. This was all about a positive indexing. Now we will see what is negative indexing in NumPy. So here I have passed -1. This minus sign means it is negative. So -1 is nothing but to access the array elements from the last position. Here -1 means the last index element of an array, which is 4. That's why here it given me 4. If I write here -2, then it will give me 3. In this way we have access a negative indexing element as well as positive indexing. Now we will move towards slicing. So slicing is nothing but here we will give an starting index position of an array and ending index position of array. Those element which is present between the start index and the end index, that element we have to print. So here ARR contains this array. Here I have given this position as 0. From 0th position you have to start printing the elements till 5th position. Here 5th position is 6, but it excludes the end index. It includes the start index, but it excludes the last index. That's why it has printed 1 to 5 only. No 6 will be printed because in slicing it excludes the end index. Here I have given 4, that is starting position, but I haven't mentioned ending position. This means start from 4th element and print all the element at the end. So here it has started from 5 to 9. 5 is present at 4th position and 0 is present at 0th position. 1 is present at 0th position because array always start from 0. Here in this example I have given an end position. No starting position or starting index is given. That means the array will start printing from the first element till the element which is present at 3rd position, because 4th position will get excluded. Always remember, whichever end position we are going to give here will be excluded. This end position element will not get printed. I hope you understand the slicing. Now we will see how to print the data type of an array. So we use dtype. Dtype property is used to return the data type of an array. We are using integer, that's why it prints int32. ARR is integer array. You can see here ARR is an integer array, that's why it printed as int32. 32. Now if I want to copy this ARR array into another variable called as x, then only I have to use this function copy. In this way it will print this array. So x equals to ARR contains one array that I have to copy in this x variable, and if I print this x variable, the copied array will get printed. So in this video we have just learned what is NumPy and how to perform some basic operation in NumPy. For some more NumPy operation you can watch next video. Thanks.